Before we begin the demonstration here, in continuation of earlier video on digital imagery evidence aspects for proving and disproving a case to a court, let's first try to understand the subject with the help of this infographic image. This video emphasizes on Android device data evidences like call logs, SMS, WhatsApp chats, location history, files, etc., which are of growing concern in modern world court cases for proving and disproving facts. The ongoing practice in this regard is that often the investigating agencies ask the service providers of wide-ranging variety to produce reports like call details, record, tower location, etc. from SIM companies and internet activities from various internet service providers, under the supervision of a nodal officer on their behalf. In this process, reports are prepared on very limited artifacts that are retained with the service providers for a very limited period of direction validity, within which its production to court for proving is possible with inherent limitations and conditions. It is pertinent to mention here that the law on the above is not limited to prosecution only. The defense in a case can also seek resort to the same provisions for disproving the case against him. But the problem lies in the variety of service providers with different data. Moreover, such data may be of local database specific to a particular device, which in this process are very limited and objectively available to such service providers. For example, call logs and SMS data with the SIM card service providers are limited to metadata only, not with contents of such call logs and SMS. Similarly, location data with such service providers are limited to tower location without indicating presence at the exact place of occurrence. If expert testimony of the authorized person of service provider will be available or not is also a doubtful concern, especially in case of standing order for such interception and monitoring. Such interception and monitoring are governed by the information technology, procedures and safeguards for interception, monitoring, and decryption of information, rules of 2009, as shown here. Please note that Rule 21 here casts responsibility on such service providers for any unauthorized interception, which becomes critical in view of the Digital Personal Data Protection Act of 2023, when data is illegally distributed as an agency pretending to be certified under ISO/IEC 27041 issued by an organization where India is a member by treaty. There are other international laws also in this regard. Other than the process laid down in the statute, devices are also impounded, which is illegal in the sense that the device is not any evidence of concern, but its data are evidence. In spite of the fact, the data are not usually used as corroborative evidence to a fact under lens. The device data can well be extracted pursuant to said section 94 or 96 of BNSS Red with the same statute here, for real and valuable evidence in the device other than the device itself for nothing. If this is done, not just violation of statutes as mentioned earlier may be saved, but detailed concrete evidence artifacts may be produced to courts for corroboration in proving and disproving a fact. It is important to note here that such evidence are not vulnerable to layman's deletion of records therein, and the records can be hashed in association with MAC address of the device, which serves better authenticity and integrity aimed by Section 63 of Bharatiya Sakshya Adhiniyam. Moreover, such artifacts can also be served upon the other sides and the court itself to enable proper adherence to the principles of natural justice within judicial conscience, since such artifacts can be produced in human-readable documents with more details like SMS contents, exact GPS location, especially when timeline feature was enabled, etc. So, the following demonstration will give a glimpse of some important setup for such device evidence, extraction and import of Android data evidence, encrypting such data evidence using HMAC in association with device MAC address, producing such data evidence artifacts like that of call logs and SMS in human-readable format. The demonstration does not include processing of location data evidence due to storage constraint and to keep demonstration less complex to comprehend. So, let's first set up the computer for Android data evidence acquisition and processing for production to courts. For this, we need to connect the Android device to computer through ADB or Android debugging bridge. So the ADB installer is to be downloaded and installed as shown here. This ADB installation also requires OEM device drivers unique to device make, which is shown later in this section. After ADB installation, connect the Android device to the computer as shown here. Now install Python as shown here. Now install Autopsy tool like this for file recovery. Now install DB Browser tool for SQLite database file analysis. Now install Protocol Buffer's compiler tool for structured data of Android device protobuf analysis. Now install Mushy for LevelDB file parsing, which is useful for accurate location tracking. This enables comparatively easier tracking of exact location on any particular date and time within Google norms when timeline feature in Google Map is turned on. Lastly, and most importantly, install Oxygen Forensic Detective for acquisition of data from Android device and other devices. This is a commercial software and may be very dangerous with other software like Ghidra, which was once used by USNIA, who now have made it open source. Anyways, I will make this Oxygen Forensic Detective software available for download from my cloud drive. Now first check that the Android device is connected to computer over ADB. Then open Oxygen Forensic Detective software for extracting Android data image files. Navigate to Home in the software. Navigate to and open Oxygen Forensic Device Extractor option. Open Methods option. Select Android Agent option. Select Extract User Data via USB option. On clicking the option, the extraction process begins automatically. Now, for giving permission on the Android device, do as shown here. After giving permission, the extraction of data takes a while depending on the size of data an Android device to be extracted. In this case, the device contained about 45 gigabytes of data that took about 20 minutes. For viewers' convenience, I have fast-forwarded the section in this video. After extraction, open extracted data. Now select the Advanced Analytics option. Turn off the options that you don't need, and then import the extracted data, as shown here. The imported extracted data can be viewed on this software as well, but that cannot be encrypted and produced as human-readable evidence to court. After import, one can see for himself that the Android data, like call logs and SMS database, are saved in the designated place. Now open Terminal again to know the Android device identity like this, so that the device data can be associated with the device during encryption using HMAC. For HMAC encryption of the Android data, open Notepad and write the script as shown here, using the device identity and path to the folder where the data resides. This step here requires Python libraries to be installed as shown in the earlier video available on the I button above. Now, on Terminal, change directory to where the Android data resides and run the script as shown. On running the script, one can see that HMAC hash values have been generated for each data files and corresponding folders for subsequent reference and comparison. Now open DB Browser for analyzing the data and making a human-readable copy of the data for production to court. Go to Files and locate a data file. For example, call logs as shown here and open it. Now go to Execute SQL tab, write the script, and run it, as shown here. One can see that the call details are now visible. Now go to File and export the data in Excel spreadsheet for production to court in doing conscionable justice with precise details beyond metadata thereof. The details here are not affected by layman's deletion because those apparently deleted records continue to reside in free space for retrieval. Now repeat the process for SMS database file. That's it for today. Hope you have liked this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe down below to support this channel for more of such useful videos in future. Thanks for watching.